Hello students, welcome to the class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine at your home. Now students, today we are going to start a new topic which is related to factors. In our previous lecture we have discussed about multiples. Now today we will discuss about factors of a number. So before starting the topic, what is factors and how to identify the factors of any number, let us revise some very important key terms related to factors. The first key point is 1 is a factor of every number. So this is our first point, that number 1 is always a factor of every number, whatever small or whatever big number you take, but yes, that number is divisible by 1. So that means we can say that 1 is a factor of every number. For example, if I take 25, so the factors of 25 are 1, 5 and 25. That means 1 is a factor of 25. Second point, any number is a factor of itself. Yes. The number for which you are finding up the factors, that number is also one of the factor of that particular number. Like here, if I take the same one or some other number, suppose I am taking a number which is 13. So 13 is divisible by 1 and it is divisible by 13 itself. So this is our second point, that any number is a factor of itself. The number is also a factor of itself. Third key point, the greatest factor of a number is the number itself. As you can see here, I have taken two examples. For 25, the factors are 1, 5 and 25. So that means 25 is divisible by 1, it is divisible by 5 and it is also divisible by 25. So this is our third point, that greatest factor of a number is the number itself. Last, when a number is divided by its factor, when we divide a number by its factor, then there is no remainder left. That means remainder should be 0. Then only we call that number as a factor of given number. For example, if I say I have a number 24, right? And if I divide 24 by 2, what will be the answer? The quotient will be 12. That means the remainder is 0. It means I can also say that 2 is a factor of 24. Similarly, if I am dividing 24 by 3, and then what will be our answer? Our answer will be 8. Once again, our remainder is 0. No remainder left. That means I can say that yes, 3 is a factor of 24. Clear? Now, if I divide 24 by 5, 24 by 5, let's see what we will get. 24 by 5, 5 4s are 20, 4 is left. That means we have something in the remainder. Now this 4 is not divisible by 5. So here we are left with some remainder. That means we will say that 5 is not a factor of 24. 5 is not a factor of 24. That means we can say that a number is factor of second number if and only if while dividing there is no remainder left. So I hope these key points related to factors are clear to all of you. Let us take some example. And suppose here you can see that I have taken two numbers, 4 and 36 and 9 and 71. Now if it is being said that you have to identify whether 4 is a factor of 36 or not and whether 9 is a factor of 71 or not. So what you will do? You will simply divide. Once you will divide the term, so what you will do? You will divide 36 by 4. So 4 9s are 36. Since our remainder is 0, we have studied here, if the remainder is 0, that means the number is a factor. So yes, our remainder is 0, that means yes, 4 is a factor of 36. Yes, 4 is a factor of 36. Similarly, let's check whether 9 is a factor of 71 or not. So for that, I will divide 71 with 9. So 9, what is 9 sevens are? 9 sevens are 63. So when I will subtract it here, you will get 8 as remainder. And now this 8 is not divisible by 9. That means what we will write? No, 9 is not a factor of 71. 9 is not a factor of 71. Clear, students? Taking one more example. Now if it is being said that circle the numbers that have 3 as factor. Now there are some set of numbers given to you and you have to identify which of these numbers are having 3 as factor. That means what you have to do, you simply either divide every number by 3 or you just read the table of 3 and start circling the number. So very first, what is 3 ones are? 3 ones are 3. That means yes, this 3 is having 3 as a factor. So 3 is a factor of the very first number, which is 3. Because in the table of 3, 1 doesn't come, so 1 is not a factor. Right? Then 3 2s are 6. We don't have 6 here. 3 3s are 9. We don't have 9 here. 3 4s are 12. Similarly, 3 6s are 18. 3 7s are 21. 3 8s are 24. And the last 3 10s are 30. So this is how you can find out the numbers which has 3 as a factor. So we are concluded with 3, 12, 18, 21, 24 and 30, and these are the numbers which has 3 as a factor. I hope this another topic is clear to you. Now it is being said that list out the factors of 72. That means you have to find out the factors of 72. So for that I will tell you a very easy method which is actually called as factor tree method, in which you can make some factors or you can say branches of a tree. 72, very first, 72. How I can write 72? Can I write 72 as 8 multiplied by 9? Right? Because 8 9s are 72. Right? So we can write 72 as 8 multiplied by 9. Now for this 8, can I further divide this 8 as 4 multiplied by 2? Correct? 8 can also be written as 4 multiplied by 2. Similarly, I can write this 9 as 3 multiplied by 3. So we can write 9 as 3 multiplied by 3. After that, now just check out 3 is a prime number, 3 is again a prime number, this 2 is a prime number. So we cannot further divide these prime numbers into any substituent parts. But yes, we are left with 4 and I can write this 4 as 2 multiplied by 2. Clear? Now all the factors are in the prime format. So that means it is done. What you can do here, you can just encircle it so that it will be very clear that these are the factors. So let us write the factors of 72. So the factors of 72 are, you can write it in this format also, that factors of 72 can be 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 3 multiply by 3. This is one method of writing the factors by factor tree method. So these are the factors of 72. I hope this all is clear to all of you. Thank you for the lesson, students.